Hi, I'm Gretel, Customer Success for Comet. In this video, I will show you how to rebrand your Comet server and client. Let's get started. Comet was built with MSPs and IT businesses in mind, so we made sure that you can rebrand both the server and the client interfaces as your own. We will go through these steps later. You also have code signing options for Windows and Mac. We will not go through the steps to configure a code signing certificate, but we will briefly look through the options on Comet later. More code signing information is available on our process guide, which is linked below. The tenant interface is also rebrandable. Take note that tenants can only be set up on a self-hosted Comet server. Find out more about tenants in the article linked below. Let us begin by going through the steps to rebrand the Comet server interface. In the Comet server, click on Settings. Scroll down to the Branding section. Click on Server. Tick on either page title text or image to start changing the default Comet branding. If you select page title text, the page title will be used as the server header. You can also change the header and accent colors. Upload an ICO image file here to change the tab icon. After saving your changes, you will see your own branding on the Comet server. You may need to do a hard reload of the browser to see the updated page title. If you would like the Comet server to show your logo, tick on Image. You can now upload your brand image to show your logo on the server header. After saving your changes, you will now see your image on the Comet server header. Take note that the header is positioned to the left to align with the section icons. Also note that negative space around your main image will affect its size and appearance on the interface. And last, you can hide the news and messages from Comet. This appears as a widget in the Comet server dashboard. If you are setting up tenants, you can also rebrand their interface of the Comet server and client. Take note that you can only set up tenants on a self-hosted Comet server. Your backup report emails will also show your Comet server branding, as you can see here. We highly recommend setting up email reports to be notified of failed jobs. Please follow the guide linked below for more information on how to set up email reports with Comet. Next, let us go through the steps to rebrand the Comet client. Click on Custom Branding to enable the options. The product name is what the desktop client will be named. The shortcut, Start menu entry, and taskbar icon will change to this name. The desktop client will refer to the company name when making changes within the client. The help URL will direct the help tab on the client to your URL of choice. Put in the Comet server URL here to pre-fill the server field when logging into the desktop client. Comet supports new account registration from within the desktop client. Just add in the URL here. You can set a custom icon for Windows and Mac OS. This image will be the application icon used for the shortcuts, the application itself in your program files, in the Start menu, on the taskbar, and in window title bars. Upload your logo here to rebrand Comet on the menu bar in a Mac OS device. You can add an end-user license agreement during the client's installation process here. This image will replace the Comet logo on the upper left-hand corner of the client. For Windows 10 devices, you can change the tile image and tile background color here. This image will be displayed in package managers and operating systems such as Synology DSM. Click on Save after making the changes. The Comet client installer will now have your company name. When you launch the installer, your uploaded logo will be used in all the spots where the Comet logo is found. On the login page, the Comet server URL is autofilled if you had put it in the default server URL field earlier. The registration link will also be clickable if you had added a registration URL. In the Comet client interface, you will again see all of your logos in place of Comets. If you added a help URL, you can access it here. When you search for the backup product in the device, it will show your branding. At this point, let us have a quick look at the code signing options. You can still rebrand Comet without code signing. However, we highly recommend code signing your client as it resolves a lot of issues where third-party security products such as antivirus and firewalls block Comet. With code signing, you can also skip pop-ups asking you to confirm that the software is approved. Back in the Comet server, click on Code Signing here. You can code sign Windows and Mac devices. Check out our guide linked below for more information. And this is the end of the tutorial. We were able to rebrand the Comet server and client and showed options for rebranding tenant interfaces and code signing for Windows and Mac devices. Please check out the links below to related guides for more information. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.